Welcome back, episode 112, Lawnhub Live after lunch. I am joined here today with Dylan Barty Ward.
Hi, boys and girls.
Yes.
And they thems. Seasons.
Yes, Clint's busy today, so he's not here. So he's stuck with us. So sorry about the sound problems, but we're here now as Dylan comes over and he's touching things. Should we get started on the Insta questions?
Let's do it. Let's bang them out.
Do we have any?
I actually haven't looked. So,
you going to have Instagram up as well?
I'm so out of focus. It's not going to cut to me today.
Okay.
My hair's doing its thing. Let's just get these questions.
All right. And you got the Instagram comments up, like on your computer?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So we only have one from Nana 8th.
Yes.
Roots on wet grass.
Yep, fine. No problem. Yep.
Bloody beautiful.
There's actually an active ingredient, or no, it's not an active ingredient. It's an ingredient in roots that actually helps assist in that situation. So
there you go.
If it is a little bit damp, it will assist in nutrient uptake. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right. Metropolitan Machinery has joined.
Hey, Norsa. So those of you that, we're all here because we're all on social media. Would have seen the new ads and the post that Dylan put up yesterday. Was that yesterday we picked them all up? No, Wednesday.
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 That went, Thursday went quick.
Today is Friday, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yikes. We went and picked up the Allet cylinder mower thanks to Metropolitan Machinery. So it's it's a very nice mower. We're hoping that someone local wins it because every mower that we've given away has been sent interstate. So it would be nice to give it to a local, but of course, we want it. We want it in the home or in the hands of someone that's really going to appreciate it. And the last couple we've given away have been exactly that. So, looking forward to it. Oh, Miles says, hello again, Adam. Hello, Miles, again, digitally this time. Bearded Sis says, hello, boys. Hawks 2015 says, sound perfect, Dilbo.
Beautiful. Thank you, mate.
Oscar O'Sullivan says, what can you tank mix with Money Shot? Oscar, at the moment, just Money Shot by itself is all I'd be doing. Applying that to the leaf and let it dry. And then Bearded Sis says, Jonesy, if I win the Allet, can I get the 20-inch? Every inch counts. No. No, we will be giving away the Allet. And the Allet only. LS Gemini 7686 says, afternoon, ladies. Afternoon, LS Gemini. What are you doing, Dylan? You working?
I'm just getting the YouTube video up, scheduled, ready for tonight, that the people can watch. Of us going to pick up.
So there you go. So that's Dylan and I doing a little vloggy,
little Lawnhub legacy.
Little. There's that word again.
I think it is unnecessarily hated on. I think
it's not hated.
Out of all of our, I think Clint hates it.
Maybe.
Or it's more just funny.
Oh goodness! I need to go to bed.
It was Chad who we spoke to on it. That's his first name.
Yeah, Chad Norza.
Yeah. Yes. So if the people want this mower, there still is time.
Plenty of time.
You've got till the 31st of March at midnight to get an order in.
According to this laptop, today's the 20th.
Okay. Well, so if you're running off Clint's laptop time.
Yeah. Bitter Sis says, FYI, Jonesy, PGR working pretty good on the Sir Grange at low levels. That is great to hear because that's exactly what it's for, which is good. Pedro Punk 75 says, afternoon, gents. Afternoon. Pedro. And Bitter Sis says, sneak peek on that video, dildo. Nope, you're just going to have to wait a couple of hours.
Yep, 6 o'clock tonight, Adelaide time.
It also says it's 4 o'clock, 4:18 on this laptop.
It's such a weird mix-up of time. It's not even in the 30s. It's in minutes.
It's all over the place. So, and if you're new here to this podcast, We are an information-based podcast. We're live, so you get real reactions. And we're here to help people with their lawns. We will also talk about football at some stage, football being AFL, the greatest sport on the planet. What else do we talk about, Dylan? Sometimes conspiracy theories, some intricate facts. And I got one for you, Dylan.
An interesting fact?
Yeah, I've got an interesting fact because no one's asking any lawn questions at the moment, unless there's stuff on Instagram.
On the gram. Oh, we do have a Brent Meister. We'll get that out first.
Yes.
He's said, how long should I wait to apply 3-way after urea application?
Give it a couple of weeks. Couple to 3 weeks.
Couple of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Romney Granger. I've just laid some Sir Wally in Wednesday with a starter fertilizer. Where to form here with any other products to add, when and how often?
Yeah, so
where to from?
Yeah, so you've got a starter fertilizer. I'd also look at a wetting agent. Wetting agent helps retain moisture in the soil and allows the water that you do apply to be used more efficiently into the soil. So a wetting agent, and then also some roots and shoots, because roots and shoots is great for root and shoot development, perfect for new lawns as well as established. So I'd look at adding those two products. Given that you've already got starter fertilizer, I'd look at wet and roots and shoots, both liquid, and a pressure pack or a pressure sprayer. They are tank mixable. Spray out on the lawn and water it in about 2 weeks after laying. I think is what the Cherry Popper Pack calendar says, 7 to 14 days. And LS Gemini says, I only come for financial advice. Yeah, we do that sometimes too.
We do.
Haha, do.
Haha, got
Got him.
We do usually preface our financial advice by saying not financial advice
because
we get letters.
We do get letters, and this week especially I saw a lot of advice given on the lawn pages on Facebook that are against label, and I just don't feel like injecting myself into that conversation anymore because I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
So MC53 says, oh, goodness. What height of cut do you recommend for Sir Walter Buffalo in Melbourne over winter? Currently at 30 mil. Keep it at 30 mil. That will be fine. If it's holding nice colour at the moment, then that is all good in the hood. Who's that? Is that me? Scary. God, side profile is really not it for me, is it? It ain't it.
You're going to see Jonesy looking like an absolute machine this episode.
Loser.
You ready for a great sound as well?
Oh, that was a good crack. Good crack.
Yeah.
So.
There's no lactose-free milk for in
coffee.
the fridge. So
I think it went out of date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided to go the Monster. Crocker, 1976. Go Cats. Great to beat the Sooking Crows. We're going there already.
I mean, Sooking's 1 point. But, look, I was going to talk about the footy later, but if you want to talk about it now, we can. First of all, obviously the Cats got the 4 points. We didn't, Dylan. So, regardless of what I'm going to say next, that's the final result. We can't change that. However, as a Geelong supporter, I would be concerned that you didn't beat the Crows by 10-plus goals, given the stats, given that you're playing our probably C-D side.
Yeah.
I thought the Crows did a fantastic job to hold them at 68 points. And Geelong's lock-in defence, we couldn't pierce it. However, when we did, we scored more times than not. And that decision, regardless of the team that you support, was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrendous, regardless of what team you support. Now, I understand that in the heat of the moment, decisions can be made. But when there are 3 officiating umpires in the space of 15 metres of that incident, 20 metres, and they all got it wrong, that's horrendous. And if we made mistakes like that in our everyday jobs, Dylan, we would be disciplined.
Yep. Spank on the bottom.
And I'm getting pretty tired of these apologies from the AFL.
We've gotten so many, and it doesn't even mean anything.
No, it means
you don't get anything from it.
Means absolutely nothing.
No.
And you know it's bad. And I watched it on Channel 7 last night because Channel 7, for some reason, 7 HD looks better than the Foxtel on my TV.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'll always try and watch the footy on Channel 7.
Yeah, okay. Like connected through the cable, or it's like 7 through 7 now?
No, just off
Not
the
TV, just regular
old school TV.
Old
yeah.
school telly, yeah.
Through the plug in the wall.
Yeah.
Whereas Foxtel stream from my phone.
Like through Foxtel or KO?
Nah, through Foxtel. Yeah. When you have Kane Corns calling out that call as horrendous, and Luke Hodge, who, for starters, if you don't know who Kane Corns is, hates the Crows, would like to see them burn, right? When he's calling it out, you know it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
Brian Taylor also called it out. Luke Hodge called it out. So we're talking 3 big personalities, 2 of which are, well, one of them is from the VFL, Brian Taylor, and the other, Luke Hodge, a Hawks legend. When they're going on about it, you know it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
And to me, it took the sting out of the game. And the ARC had the and the AFL came out this morning and said the ARC didn't have enough time to respond. Bullshit. They would have more access to footage than what Channel 7 did. And straight away, the commentator said, "Oh, that's..."
Yeah, straight away.
Straight away.
Pretty well.
Yeah, and no one has a crystal ball, and no one knows whether that was a deciding factor or not. And I'm not saying that the Crows would have won should we got that kick. We were on. We did have the momentum at that point. But you never know. No one will ever know, and there's no point, sooking or thinking about the what ifs in that situation. But and I keep seeing a lot of comments on Facebook and Instagram about the Crows' throw, Ben Keys' throw against Collingwood in round 21 last year, right? But whatever, and that's a highlighted incident because it was so bad, right? Yes, it was bad. It was a throw. However, Dylan, what everyone seems to forget, and I'm a weirdo, right? And I love analysing things. Dan Curtin he was in the half, on the half back. He shanked a ball so bad, that it went right angle to the Crows player, and then the other side of the ground open. So all the umpires and officiating umpires were on the left-hand side, on the western stand of the play, right? So by the time it got to Keys and Keys threw it, all the umpires were on that side. They were behind him because of the bad kick, and everyone was out of position, including players, being both Crows and Collingwood, and the umpires. So the umpire, impossible to be able to have seen that Keys throw.
Yeah.
All the incidences that the Crows have received apologies for have been in front of umpires, and that's why they've said sorry.
Yeah.
So, horrendous. I think the Crows, again, started too slow. And I'm not a coach. I love the Crows, but sometimes we let our opponents kick in too easy. We allow them to get 2 or 3 kicks down the line, like into the pocket, onto the flank, onto the wing, and then they're gone. I think that's really frustrating, Dylan.
It is frustrating.
As a supporter.
Yeah.
But look, I think Geelong should have won by 10 plus, to be honest, 10 goals plus. So the fact that the Crows kept it to that with the team that we had, I thought was a fantastic effort. I thought Alex Neil Bullen, the standing captain last night, summed it up well on Channel 7 or on the pre-game. Like he was prompted, was it... do you think the over 900 games worth of experience that went out cost you tonight? And he was like, no, it gave, the young guys an opportunity to stand up and show what they're made of. And I thought it was a fantastic result, fantastic response. Obviously 1 and 2 is not great. 2 and 1 would have been better, but or 3-0. But this is where we're at. It's a long season and big game next Friday night against Fremantle.
What do you feel about the stoppages of play consistently happening? So it was I think it was out on the full kicking. And one particular moment where I can't remember which player it was, but one of the Crows players wasn't allowed to take the kick from the out of bounds and had to get the other player to come through.
Yeah, Worrell had to come back.
Worrell.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
That's the rule. He was closest to the contest at the time. That's the rule.
Well, one of the commentators said that they're trying to speed up the game,
Yeah.
and that this is just doing the complete opposite.
Yeah, but then there's a catch-22 to that though, because then all of a sudden you have someone by the likes of Rankin next to the ruckman in the pocket, right? But the ruckman was closest to the ball, and now all of a sudden, if they want to speed up play, but Rankin's like, I'll just grab it because I'm closer, because I've, even though the ruckman was here, out of bounds was here, but then he's gone off because he thinks it's a throw in, but Rankin goes and gets the ball. As an opposition, you want the ruckman kicking the ball from the boundary rather than Rankin. So it's a catch-22. That's the rule, and I think it needs to stay that way, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So it's also awareness as well. Like players play dumb a lot, and but yeah. Anyway, look, I was obviously incredibly frustrated at the end of it, of the game last night, but on reflection, great effort by the Crows, and it'd be good to see the likes of Dawson and Tex out there next Friday. Because it's a lot of games that go out there, and I mean, obviously the game against the Bulldogs, being there last Friday night was intense. It was so good, but didn't get the biscuits there either. But yeah, is what it is.
Still time. Let's take a little breather. We've got some questions coming through.
Yep.
I've got Stuart Gregory saying SWB Hawk 2mm.
Jesus. How? That's so cool.
With a little cheeky smile.
Yeah, that's so low. That's heaps good.
Brent Meister saying too good last night. And then we got the Miru Butcher saying lawn novice here.
Mm-hmm.
I know it gets given out most weeks, but I have a lengthy scenario to run past Jonesy. Please, what is his email address?
Adam@lawnhub.com.au. That name again is adam@lawnhub.com.au.
I'm going to put it in the Instagram chat.
And to the person that rang me today and said that you got my number off the internet, completely false. Yeah, this guy rang me, this HR guy. He's like, we do HR for companies. He's like, I got your name off the internet. No, you didn't. He goes, yeah, I did. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Where'd you get my number from? He goes, I've just been ringing around and, I got it given to me. I'm like, no, you didn't. Delete my number. Never call me again. Wasn't happy.
How do you think that someone had given it to him? Or
I must have.
Yeah.
Must have. So, anyway.
We got Chris saying, damn, wrong hub. Yep, sorry, mate, but we're not banned.
This is the right hub.
This is the right
This
hub.
is the only hub in Australia that's worth fucking visiting at the moment. So
100%. Brent said liked Mally's game.
Yes, he took some really good contested marks, and that's what he was, I suppose, brought to the Crows for. Look, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall last night when Nixie gave his pre-game speech to the boys. Because as a fan, you are critical, right? You are critical. But Jared, Angel's brother, and I texted the whole game, right? And there was one player last night that we felt just wasn't there. Was probably still on the bus, as Nixie said in his post-game conference. That they were still on the bus, and this certain player we feel was on the bus the whole game. Right? He never got off the bus. I would like to think that person got spoken to about some of their efforts, and I know we're undermanned. I get that, but yeah. Anyway,
who do you suspect that was?
It's not fair for me to say, because I'm not that person.
But you're allowed to make an observation.
Yeah, but I'm not an AFL. I'm not an AFL footballer. I was not good enough, so I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it takes to get there. So,
okay,
yeah.
Crocker's followed up saying the umps were poor but not reason. # we cry as one lost.
I'm not crying. I acknowledge that we lost, but that decision in particular was horrendous, as well as a few others. There was a drop in the ball from a Geelong player in their defence where we picked the ball up and get tackled holding the ball straight. Like, there's so many different moments of the game, and it happens both ways every single week. But that one in particular just took the sting out of the game as a supporter, and that goal ended up being the final margin. So, also, people don't know how to add and subtract, right? So they're like, people are saying, if Geelong didn't kick that goal, then doesn't matter. They still would have lost because they were already ahead by 2 points. And it's like, yeah, but you don't know what happens after that, right? So they're saying, Geelong were up by 8 points after that goal. Even if the Crows did kick a goal, they're still behind. And it's like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. If the Crows kicked the goal, then they would have been ahead by 4 points. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's not how it works. You don't just subtract.
Yeah. It's not like those 2 points were going to happen either way, no matter what happened.
Anyway. But Roll 98 says, hi all, have recently applied wet and roots and shoots via sprayer. Didn't realise the roots and shoots has to be applied in cooler hours of the day. I applied around 9 a.m. in the Queensland with 25-degree weather. Roll 98, you able to... anything applied with wet needs to be watered in. Roots and shoots by itself doesn't need to be watered in. Roll, if you got any... is it likely to evaporate or will it still work? My concern now, Roll 98, would be potential leaf burn by not watering wet in with the roots and shoots. But I'd get water on it straight. I'd just water it now if it was today. Because there is a possibility that it might still work, be okay. But yeah, I'll just get some water on it. Narissa Buzzertill says, got to jump on the Gold Coast Suns bandwagon. Yeah, I've got an original first year, not a game worn Gary Ablett Guernsey by the Gold Coast, but a number 9 first season Gold Coast Suns Guernsey, Dylan. Yep. I wore it at Oakbank when they had their first win against Port at Amy Stadium.
Oh, you would have loved that.
Oh, so good. The whole place erupted when the siren went.
Yeah.
We were listening to it over the radio. Miles says, it wasn't me, Adam. You will not give your number to me. Yeah, that's right. NRL says, Dave. No, AFL. Dave. And Skazwick says, hello, lads. Hello.
Hello.
Roll. I did water it in. Okay. So if you watered it in straight away after spraying it, it would have been fine, and it's not going to evaporate. No, to answer your question, it would not have evaporated. No. Any instas, Dylan?
Yep. So.
Yup.
The Miru Butcher says, "Thank you, gents. If you want to, you could probably even get that email in now, and then we could probably answer for you live." Matt Culvanor says, Jonesy, did my picks in the second email about the SWB discoloration get to you? Thanks, legend, for your help and advice.
Let's have a look. I have not. I've literally only just got here to the office like half hour before the podcast because I've been out all day. Let's have a look. Discoloration. Oh, here we go. Yes. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I get this exact same thing happen in my Kaiku, and I've got it at the moment exactly the same. The only thing that I can think of, and it happens every time at this time of year, and I think it's got to do with the weather cooling off and parts of the soil having an impact on the leaf and possibly nutrients and nutrient uptake. Yeah, I get this. I wish I should take a photo actually. What I'll do is I'll after I mow the lawn tomorrow, I'll take a photo and I'll respond back to your email and show you. It could be multiple different things, but I think it's the change of the weather causing that, along with how the plant absorbs the nutrients as well. Doug Kemp says, Rochelle good despite late lead-up mark drop. Yeah, that was horrendous. Probably couldn't see, though, due to his shiner that he had over his left eye. But, yeah, look, even if he did mark that and kicked it forward and we kicked a goal, we would have had probably, and it's not impossible, but 10 or 15 seconds to then kick another goal. We had to kick like 3 goals in 2 minutes or whatever. It would have been nice for him to have marked that, kicked it forward, and at least give ourselves an opportunity. Ourselves, like I'm part of them. Give themselves an opportunity. But look, and I said this during the week about the Bulldogs game. You can't expect to win too many games of footy by just playing a quarter and a bit. That's just the facts of it. Yeah. Roll says, sorry, boys, might have confused it. Did water it in, but based on what you said, the roots and shoots doesn't need to be watered in if applied foliar. No, it doesn't. But when you apply it with wet, you have to water it in, and then it just gets taken up by the plant via the root zone instead of via the leaf. So if you're applying roots and shoots by itself, 100% you can leave it on the leaf to dry, or you can water it in. You can do it both. Does that make sense? Any instas, Dylan?
Stuart Gregory says, Jones's new catchphrase, not how it works. And he said that 3 times.
Did I?
No, he said it 3 times.
Not how it works?
Yeah, that's your new catchphrase. I imagine you said that before.
Must have. Not how it works.
Matt Colvinoff following up saying, thanks, mate. Much appreciated. Was a bit worried it was the Spartan, but happy it's likely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. If it was the Spartan, it would probably be the whole lawn rather than just separate specific areas. And I haven't applied any barricade or Spartan out the back yet either. So, and I've got them, and I get that every time at this time of year. So, and have for a long time. I've actually got a clear defined cut now where the shade's impacting the house because the sun's in different position. So, yeah. Do you want to hear my my interesting thing?
Your interesting thing?
Yeah, so
Jones's
yes.
interesting thing.
Yes. Oh, you might have heard about the Singapore Airlines A380 that flew over my house.
No.
No. Okay. So yesterday morning, I was getting ready for work at 6:15. And we heard this plane, and we're not on the plane. Like, planes don't normally fly over our house. And like it was like it was low, like we were at, in Highbury or something when the planes are coming down, or close to the city. And I was like, what is that? And, I got the flight tracker app and I whipped it up and I was like, oh, that's a Singapore airline A380. Oh, it's diverted from Singapore, wherever it was coming from. It diverted going to Sydney to Adelaide. And I was like, oh, wonder why. Did some research, and an ambulance had been dispatched to the terminal, to the international terminal of Adelaide Airport. It was either a passenger or the crew had chest pains. So, yeah, bit of a delight for plane spotters in Adelaide. Right. Yesterday, there was an Singapore Airlines A380 at the airport.
Did an emergency landing. That is an interesting thing.
Yeah. So, yeah. Big planes, the A380. You seen them?
Are they the double-decker?
Yeah, double-decker. The big dogs. While you're looking at photos, I think it's got like a 77-metre wingspan, I think.
That's a big boy.
Doug Kemp says, how long after escort roots drench can you do roots foliar? Give it about 4 weeks, Doug. Blocker 8 says, what should you do if you get a bit of fertilizer burn? Water. Or as Donald would say, drill, baby, drill. Jesse Lee says, no, it's bloody not. Ha ha ha. What did I say? No, it's bloody. Sorry, Jesse. I don't know what I've said now. No, it's bloody not. Ha ha ha. Sorry, Jesse. I've obviously. My memory at the moment is obviously garbage and it's getting away from me because I'm not sure what you're responding to. But yeah, that was interesting, I thought, Dylan. Especially as someone who, I don't know why, but for some reason likes planes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll go our things.
Did you get the wingspan? Is it 77 metres?
Oh, I didn't. I thought you just know that, mate. You are the plane guy. $79.8.
Big plane.
Big boy. Yeah, 80 meters. That. Jordan Winks has a question.
Yes.
Is there any tips or products to reduce dog urine burn marks on the ground? I've heard using filtered water helps.
Sometimes filtered water works.
Clint would tell you to remove the dog.
Yes, he would.
From the home.
But look, we've had good success, both Clint and I and many others, with tank mixing some roots and shoots into a watering can or a bucket of water and just pouring over those areas. And that helps promote new recovery. However, it doesn't obviously stop the future wee burns from appearing. So I've spoken about it on the podcast before, but when I switched my dog's diet from a raw diet to Woolfoot box after about 2 or so months, I wasn't getting any wee burns anymore. The only time I did was when we missed a meal and we had to open a can. We have emergency cans, we'd call them. But yeah, that and when I'm not sponsored by them or affiliated with them. In fact, I don't even have a dog anymore. So yeah, that's what worked for me. And I did filtered water out of my fridge. There's a water inlet with a filter on it. That didn't work. Went full raw diet. That didn't work. Plenty of drinking water available around the house and the yard. That didn't work. So yeah, I don't know. Some dogs just piss fire. Unfortunately, yeah. Keegan Schutz says, up the cats. Very spoken about that, but yep, up the cats. And Jesse Lee says, the planes being exciting. Planes are exciting. Planes are exciting. I'm sure you've got something that that I don't find exciting. And it's fine. You know, you don't have to like the same as everyone, but it's about acknowledging that some people like things more than others. And that's just the way people are. And I can't tell you what it is, why I like planes. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. But I'm always excited for a plane ride. There you go. Can't explain it.
Brent Meister's asking, where's the book?
You've been busy. Didn't make that meme. Dylan's actually got a meme about the book coming.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Yeah.
So not only can we not get to the book,
yeah,
we can't even get to the memes about the book.
Yeah.
That's the workload.
Yeah, look, we're hopeful that something will get put together as a first proper draft. Like version 1.1 will be ready for draft and then make the necessary changes from there and yeah, see how we go. I think that'll be a good good way to go about it. Yeah.
Plant Pete, where is Clint today?
Clint is almost in the air. It's almost in the air. Actually, no, he would be in the air. Yeah, he'd be approaching landing maybe. Yeah. Hawks 2015 says, sorry to hear about your dog, Jonesy. Thank you. It's all good. I'm over it now, I think. Maybe not. But, yeah, it was a bit of a shock. Yeah, so, yeah, that sucks. But I suppose in the eyes or in the words of Brad Scott, Essendon coach, we all die. That's what he said in a press conference during the week, is that we all die.
What is the context of that?
Just Essendon being shit, you know, and coaching will come to an end at some point, and we'll all die at some point. So,
all right, well, there you go. I guess he's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's one way to look at it. Brett Marshall says to just outsource it. Well, maybe.
It's not... Outsourcing is... It's not the problem. It's... Like, I have a vision on how I want it to be. And we're finding, speaking to some designers at the moment, Dylan, that they don't understand what we're speaking.
Even when it's very clear.
Did you see their response?
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think I meant,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
It was in your Water Pro one.
Okay.
Mm.
Have a look.
It's, yeah, I said lull at the start of the podcast, and that's why.
That was it.
But yeah, and I want it to be, I want it to look nice, and I want it to be flowable, and I want it to be changeable, as we're finding with things. Like, some things that we have currently saved aren't easy to change. Would you agree, Dylan?
Some things are easy.
Aren't easy to change.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, modify. So this needs to be like workable, needs to be done on a platform that everyone can access. It's going to be completely free.
Low.
Yeah, low. Yeah.
Low.
Yeah. But yeah. Dave says, I'm trying Baron Brugg super tough cooch for dog pee. If that fails, kike. Yeah. I mean, I had kike and it just gets smoked. Also, fighter jets for the win. Yeah, here's another interesting story. When I was going home, I think it actually might have been last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. Penfield Road, I think it is, roundabout. There are all these cars there and people set up tripods and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, the jets actually came in. The fighter jets came in. They were photographing them. So, Jesse Lee says, what is some of the science behind Escort that is exciting that Lawnhub customers might not commonly know about? That's a great question, Jesse. And I'm going to answer it as best as I possibly can in the language that I know and understand. So, Escort is a humic and fulvic product. So, humic acid is good it's beneficial for the soil, and fulvic acid is beneficial for nutrient uptake, and it also has beneficial microbes in it. So these microbes are those that are natively already found in soil. So these are not, I suppose, synthetically engineered microbes that compete with native microbes. These are native microbes in here. And what the microbes do is that they'll consume and produce carbon in the soil. Now, carbon is the lifeline of so much in the soil. So carbon, and I'm going to butcher this, but carbon is basically a source that basically rejuvenates everything. Carbon, we expel carbon. Plants take up carbon and use it, and then produce it into oxygen, and it's really quite interesting. But why is it so good for the soil? Well, those microbes will consume things in the soil that the plant or the lawn just can't use, because it's not a source or in a form of nutrient that the plant can uptake. The microbes will consume that, and then as they expel it, that then becomes available to the plant to use. So basically, Escort enhances fertilizer uptake and usability as well as consuming things in the soil that are already there that the plant can't access, Escort and the microbes will turn them into something that the plant can use. Dylan, I'm going to say it. Clip it. Hopefully that made sense. I might have to fact check me on the carbon bit a little bit because I know what carbon does. I just can't explain it properly. And that I've had that issue my whole life. I know what things do and I can't explain them. Like driving manual. I can drive manual, can't teach it for shit. I can't tell someone the difference between letting the clutch out too fast and feathering it and feeling it. Because people were like, what do you mean you can feel the clutch? Well, you can feel the clutch. But how? I don't know how. I just feel it. I know when it's close. Like, you know?
Got a couple Grammys.
Poor that.
We got TG Coel. Sorry, bro. What's the platform you're talking about? Oh, that's in response to?
Platform for what?
You just said, what's the... Oh, here we go. He's followed up. A mate has a Bitzer lawn and wants to, 1, start from fresh, kill lawn, or cut it. What would recommend? It appears to have kikuyu throughout. Always been a nightmare to kill it.
I don't understand. I still don't understand the first part.
Can you please
and the second part,
elaborate?
What is that in relation to? Like,
it could be separate.
Like
a separate
to
question.
Start again, or
a mate has a Bitzer lawn.
I'm assuming that's a bit of everything lawn.
And wants to start from fresh, kill lawn, or cut it. So wants to know what to do.
I'd nuke it and then remove
what
the
would
soil.
Recommend.
Yeah, nuke it and remove the soil and start again.
And it appears to have kike. Always been a nightmare to kill it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to elaborate on the platform question.
Yeah. And I got some comments here as well. What is the best way to keep my lawn green during winter? Oscar. So, Oscar, all the hard work to keep your lawn green during winter starts now. It would actually start a few weeks ago. We want to get some premature into the soil. That's going to help with your plant resilience, help them build up stocks ready for the cooler months, and it's also going to help green the lawn. If you can get 2 applications of that down spaced out together, that's going to give you your best chance to fight the colour curve, as we call it. However, if you experience heavy frosts or extremely low temperatures for a long period of time, your lawn will discolour much quicker than others that you may see on the Facebook or the interwebs. But if you're in a climate like Adelaide here, the kikuyu down the street stayed green all winter last winter. It's going to be about maintaining our liquid application rate applications. So 3-way and some Money Shot, those 2 products spaced out between 2 to 4 weeks apart. They're going to help keep colour into the lawn and help provide nutrients to the lawn. Nutrients-wise, 3-way is going to provide more of that than Money Shot because Money Shot's just going to help with the colour, not so much with all the nutrients. Dave says, Escort. Can Escort be done a few days pre-seed? 100% it can be. That is fine. Gabriel says, hello, I am getting black-filled crickets. How can I get rid of them? Are they in your lawn, Gabriel? Because if they're in your lawn, something like 5 Star is going to target things like crickets amongst other things. Tim Shep says, what's a good liquid schedule for winter to keep the lawn ticking along after the last Prem application and before the first Trojan? Would be looking at, monthly applications of something like 3-way and then bi-weekly of that roots and shoots into the soil as a drench to, and even adding in some Escort as well. That's going to help with the soil activity, help build those stocks. So come springtime, when the lawns start to wake up, the soil temperatures start to climb a little bit, it's going to have availability to all these nutrients that it didn't before, and it's going to help give the lawn a bit of a kickstart. 3-way, monthly, roots and shoots, Escort, and potentially wet monthly as well. And then if your lawn is still green and you want it to look a little bit more greener, then you can apply some Money Shot here and there as well to get some colour. Yeah, Gabriel, yes. So yeah, something like 5-star, which has bifenthrin in it, is going to get the crickets. We're getting bombed, Dylan.
Yeah. Silly. Callum Nissen has come through saying, "Hey fellas, is it time to use a pre-emergent herbicide and premature?"
100%. And this week's Weekly Cut episode is going to be about pre-emergence now. Like now. Because winter grass has started emerging in parts of Australia, including the great state of South Australia. Clint's backyard has started. So
yes. Okay. It's begun.
we need to highlight the importance of a pre-emergent application if you do not want weeds. If you do want weeds, that's fine. Don't apply it. And we can deal with them in the spring. So, yes.
Cool. TJ Cal, again, sorry. Ignore platform comment, join late, was trying to understand what you're talking about. Responding to the second question, how do you nuke the lawn and kill it? Assuming that kike that he's talking about.
Yeah, so glyphosate, we sell it under Weed Pro. And we're talking maybe 5 or 6 applications depending on the weather and the resilience of the kaiku. So another tip to be would add a dash of wet into there as a surfactant. So we are using it at 10 mil per 5 litres. That's going to help the glyphosate stick to the leaf and rather than running off. So, yeah, I think about 5 or 6 applications of that. Again, you can do less, but the more you kill, the better. And then a few days after each application, water that area, see if anything new pops up, then spray it again. The good thing about glypho is that it is non-residual, meaning that once it's come into contact with the plant, it's not going to remain in the soil, which is handy, especially if you want to then put something back on top of it. It's not like a pre-emergent like Barricade or Spartan or Onset, where it's going to remain in the soil residually for around 6 months in the perfect conditions. I'm losing my voice.
It's happening. TJ says, legend, thank you.
Oh, the date, no worries. The date updated and the time.
Did it?
Yeah.
Mind of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use Barricade on areas that are not lawn, such as pavement and bricks and gardens?
You can use it in garden beds, yes. It's registered for that use. Your mate replied. The Lachlan 334 says, took me about 3 weeks of painting on glypho every 3 to 4 days to kill a few patches of kike. Yet to see if it still comes back anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you can localize the area of the application, it will get it. But yeah, like during the video that Dylan will release this afternoon or this evening, I actually missed a few spots of kaiku where we sprayed the front lawn. So yeah, it's still there. Dylan's deep in thought.
Just like, I'm going to do it and then show him that it can be done. That's don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I think. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah. What else is happening? What else is happening? Terrible. Ugh. Anything else there, Dylan?
Yep, we got
good.
Geordie James.
Yes.
Rolling out new turf before big rain. Bad or good idea?
Well, if the turf's already cut, there's not much you can do about it, is there? Look, it's not the idealist conditions in torrential rain, but look, it is what it is. You know, a I suppose what are the consequences of not rolling out the lawn? Is that soil then going to collect and run down, I don't know, towards the house or away from the house, end up in the garden bed? Yeah. Sorry, back to the barricade question about garden beds. So yes, it's registered to use in the garden. So you can do that. You just need to pull the rocks or the mulch back, apply it to the soil, water it in, and then put the gravel or mulch back over the top. That's the label suggestion for using barricade in the garden. Did that help you, Dylan? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you ask that question or someone else? Someone else. Has Dylan got his seed down yet? No, not yet,
No,
Lachlan.
mate, close though.
Close.
Literally just talking to him about it
Yes.
before the podcast. I am in the final removal stage of all the, the old roots and the old stump that was the 2 stumps that we've dug out, and there's a little bit more of the previous soil and road base, paved sand that we're getting removed, and then I need to get the irrigation installed, but I've already got that quoted up and designed. That's almost ready. Need to find a time that someone can come help me do that and install it and do a YouTube video.
You better get your poly pipe now, mate.
Yeah, well, I've already been quoted. So
yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if it's been quoted. Far out there. There's everyone's getting a bit excited on the poly and the PVC at the moment. So and conduit, apparently conduit's like drugs at the moment, worth its weight. So, but anyway, it's just.
And so I need to get the irrigation down, and then the new soil down, and then seed and top dress, ready to rock and roll. So hopefully just after Easter, the weekend after Easter, it'll be looking good. If I can find some time, see if Matt's available to come help install it.
Nice. Bit of content.
Bit of content.
Yeah. Blocker 8 says, how long after spraying Impala can you mow? Label doesn't mention it. I'd give it about 4 days, Blocker. That's a nice timeline there. Oh, keep getting hiccups. Or like little air pockets, Oh, goodness. Oh, how good is it the footy's back, Dylan?
So good.
Like, the test matches felt like that they went for a week. Went really quickly. And now, footy's back. Speaking of cricket, though, how the Redbacks going in the Shield final? 9 for 196. Okay, that's probably not ideal, but yeah.
Oh, the Miru Butcher has sent you through that email with images. If you can fit it in, they say.
Alrighty. I don't seem to have anything just yet. And if it's in my quarantine, I will have to get on the lappy, which is not this one. But I will check that. Message from Australia Post. It's my gather round Guernsey.
Oi, look out.
No, it's not been sent yet. It's just saying
label
confirmed. What kind of a notification is that?
Label confirmed.
Lee Cox. Howdy, fellas. Been a while since I've commented. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Question, will glyphosate kill nut grass, or is it best to use something like sedgehammer? Glyphosate will kill nut grass. However, it's going to also kill other things that you spray it onto. So I would look at Pro Sedge or Sedgehammer. Both are the same active, but we sell Pro Sedge. It's called. G'day, legends. This is going to be a good one. Can you please explain why you would spot spray David Gray's crabgrass killer on Kaiku instead of just using glyphosate? Is there much of a difference? Thanks, guys. Love the pod. That's a great question, Matt. And the answer is because David Gray's crabgrass David Gray's crabgrass killer will harm the kikuyu, but will more than likely not kill it if when spot spraying completely. Whereas using glyphosate would more than likely kill it in that area completely. So it's just if you can use something else that's going to potentially give the same result, but the harm on your lawn is less, then that's sort of why you would spot spray with David Gray's crabgrass killer. Hope that makes sense.
Goodly. Did you hear?
It's the lesser of two evils, as Dylan would say.
I would say that.
Yeah.
Did you hear me say that the Miru has sent you through an email?
Yeah, I said I haven't got it yet.
Oh, okay, might be in quarantine.
But it might be in quarantine.
All right, please hold the Miru.
Well, if it's in quarantine, I'll have to release it from my laptop.
All right. We'll see how we go. We'll just wait, see if it comes through. We do have a very tight quarantine in this business.
Yeah,
thanks to our
sometimes a little
IT manager.
Little too light. Too strict.
Too
Sorry.
strict, yeah.
Too strict. But that's okay.
Callum Nissen has come back, says, I was just looking at the amateur pack calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Do I mix barricade and wet together? Also,
yes.
Should I drop my watering doing an hour 2x a week?
To answer the first, yes. Barricade and wet are completely tank mixable and should be tank mixed. Regarding the watering, if you're finding that an extra cycle is not required because of the weather or your soil's still damp from the previous cycle, yes, reduce it to 2. That is fine.
Cool. Geordie James, should you fertilise or use any products on fresh laid turf?
Yes, the cherry popper pack, perfect for new lawns. It's got all the goodies that a new lawn requires to establish fast.
Those ads have been doing well.
Yes, there was actually a very good thread on there's a very good thread on the Lawn Tips Facebook page where I think his name was James, purchased a Got Laid, Scott's product, and a Nothing product, and he did a little, what would you call it, little tray test.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the one on the left had like same seed, same soil, but used Got Laid. And then the one in the middle had same seed, same soil, but used the Scott's product. And then the third tray was like same soil, same seed, but no starter fertilizer, and watered them all the same. And yeah, he said that, his findings was that the Got Laid was better out of the 3 options in that situation. Root density and canopy density was what he noticed. So
nice.
Perfect for new lawns.
Cool.
Cherry popper pack.
Get in the air.
Matt King says, thank you. That makes sense. Thank you. No worries, Matt. Doug Kemp says, is there a sale starting in April? Yes, there is, Dougie. Now, if you want to be on the pre-list or the pre-sale, you must be subscribed via text and email to get early access to the Easter sale, which pre-sale goes live Thursday next week. Is that right?
Yes, but you can obviously sign up at any time.
Yes.
If you sign up to the text, you'll be getting a text at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Adelaide time. If you don't want text, which is fine, you can do email, which you will get the text at 12 p.m.
And then
Adelaide time.
Friday
at 10.
10.
There will be the sale live for everybody.
Yeah, it'll be automatic at cart.
So if you want to get your products first before the influx of orders come through and ensure that you get all the products you need.
Yeah, and we will be not in the warehouse Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we'll be working very hard starting from the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yes. Nathan says, lads, would you raise your height of cut going into winter or just leave it? It's Buffalo, New South Wales. Nathan, if your Buffalo is happy and got great colour, the height that it's at, just leave it. Just leave it. Luke Green Lawns. Man,
Luke.
He made a wicked video over the weekend.
That is his like gangster
reel.
video?
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
I messaged him after I saw that. I was like, fuck, keep forgetting to message him, but I've got him some product. He's going to get some content out for us. Good on you, Luke.
Shit, yeah. Hello, fellas. What are your thoughts on the Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man? I know you're a Peaky fucking Blinders fan, Jones. Yes, I haven't seen it yet.
You're not?
There's the reason why I haven't seen it, I'm not going to talk about, but I just haven't had the time at night to watch it yet. And by the time I'm finished around the house and doing what I need to, I'm ready for bed, man, to be honest. Yeah, I do want to watch it. I might try and watch it tonight, actually. Depends. I'm also rewatching Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of lesbians in that show.
I forgot, Dylan. Like the first 2 seasons, I'm like to Angel, I don't remember any of this. Like,
it's like all I remember.
Like swearing to, like, obviously I remember that there was some scenes that were like, oh no shit. Yeah. But I'm like watching and going, I don't remember that. And I'm usually pretty good with shows, but
there you go.
But like recently we've been getting 25, 30 minutes into an episode and I'm like, I need to turn it off because I'm falling asleep. So yeah.
I tried to watch Dune 2 again, ready for Dune 3 coming out. And I think I got like 15 minutes in. And I was like, not because it's bad, it's just get a movie on and then I'm just like, okay, done for sleep.
Yeah, that's Angel. You put the TV on, gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Going to see Project Hail Mary tonight. I've read the book, me and Sarah, so we're going.
Nice.
And it's getting really good reviews, so really keen.
That's good.
It'll be the first movie that I've watched where I've read the book first, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's cool.
That'll be cool. Yeah. Do a good, it'll be like a unique experience that I haven't done before.
Yeah.
Compare it.
Well, that was like Angel with The Housemaid. Like she's read all those books.
Sarah had read that as well.
And then, went and watched the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt and I were talking about that movie because he watched it the other night and didn't realise what happens in it.
Is there...
Or Sydney Sweeney
being a little minx in that, is she?
Yeah, well, apparently, I don't know, allegedly.
I don't know. Yeah, it was Matt. It was Matt. It was me just throwing Matt.
Yeah. No, he didn't know. He didn't know. And I didn't know either until Angel told me. I had no idea.
Well, maybe that needs to be on the list.
Yeah.
Add that to
just
the watch
list. Just add
I
it
do love
subtly.
a good romance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic says, anywho's, what's the best height to maintain a cooch lawn in Brisbane over winter? I was considering 12 mil. Dominic, there's no such thing as winter in Queensland or in Brisbane. It's always good weather there. But my answer remains the same as this question before. If your lawn is happy at the height that it's at now and it's got good colour, honestly, I'd just leave it. But 12 mil, would be a great height for cooch. Good striping height too, 12 mil. So, Oscar says, what hire place would you recommend getting lawn renovation equipment from? Oscar, where are you located? If you're located here in Adelaide, there are many places north and south that are good. If you're interstate, I'm really not sure, to be honest. But if you're in Adelaide, I can definitely help you there. Yeah, I do want to watch the Peaky Blinders, and I've sort of been quite lucky because I haven't seen anything on Instagram or Facebook about reviews or anything. Murphy's Law says now that I will and will ruin it for me, but yeah, I've been pretty good. Oscar says Adelaide. Yeah, so you got a few good options here in Adelaide, actually. You got Rob from Adelaide Garden Equipment Hire. Yep. You've got Marson Hire at Para Hills. He's got Cora Scarifier. Yeah, Cora and Scarifier. He's also got a turf cutter, I think. Rob's got everything. He's got the top dresser, Scarifier, Cora, vacuum. He's got dingoes. Yeah, those two. I hate it when I do recommendations because I want to recommend everyone that's helped us, but sometimes my memory is not there, you know? So, or it's not it.
It's not it.
It's not it. So, yeah, either of those two places, say Adam from Lawnhub recommended you. They'll sort you out. Yes. Yeah, I do want to watch Peaky Blinders. I do like the Peaky Blinders. Cillian Murphy just does a fantastic job, doesn't he, in Peaky Blinders? Did you say his name? Cillian?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Yeah.
Any instas? No. What do you mean?
No Grammys.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm happy to wrap it up in the next few minutes if no one's got any more questions. I mean, I'm happy to continue talking shit if people want to listen to my opinions.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's irrigation related, so I don't know if you...
I'll try. I'll try my bestest.
All right. So, obviously, I'm going to install the system.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what step of the process would be the most optimal time to have that step included. So, here's what I'm thinking. I take out all the current soil. I've got it low, 100 to 150. Is that the perfect time to install it, or do I need to get it a certain height of soil and then put the irrigation?
Well, you want the sprinklers to be at just below the surface of where the lawn's going to be.
Yeah. So how do I make that happen?
Well, you determine where you want the lawn to be at, so the soil of the lawn. So, like I said before, like that much below the pavers or whatever you got around. Yeah. So I'd make sure that once you've dug the soil out, if the sprinklers heads are going to be that far, then you'd want to do it when all the soil's out, but then you can, if the corners are deeper, you can just build them back up till the sprinklers are. The pipe doesn't matter. I mean, the lower the pipe, the better. But
how do you build the sprinkler up?
Just with dirt or with a brick, or probably with dirt, so there's flex in there.
Yeah. So
if your corners are deeper than, say, where the pipe runs, just put some backfill back in there so the sprinkler's built up.
Like, but then the pipe's going to be on an angle like that because you're building up. Well,
that doesn't matter.
That's fine.
We're talking gradual fall, not like instant.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. So gradual fall's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So either way, I would be able to adjust it if I just put it in and then I get the soil on top.
Yeah. Well, if you want complete adjustability, you'd then use Arctic risers.
Is that an attachment that goes on top of a sprinkler?
It's basically a movable arm. So you offset it from the corner and the arm adjusts it into the corner, and like you can pivot it that way, up, down. That gives you ultimate movability and function. Whereas if you have just a T, like a corner, like a 90 with a thread on it, there's not really any adjustability there. It's sort of fixed to it. It's not fixed, but it's more fixed than an Arctic riser.
Okay.
And there's always a possibility that if you step on that area, not so much with the quality fittings that we sell, the Antelco fittings, they're a lot stronger than that of hardware stores. There's a lot more like strength and structure in them. But there's always a possibility of potentially hitting a corner or a sprinkler with a mower or your foot and potentially putting too much pressure on that fitting and cracking the thread. Like I said, not as common with Antelco fittings, the ones that WaterPro sell, but whereas an Arctic riser takes that whole situation out. And whereas if you do step on it or something falls on the sprinkler will just fall down and you can just pull it back up. So, yeah, that's a decision that you need to make.
Yeah, okay.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Or if you don't want to do that, you can run a ring main in the middle of the lawn and tee out and use elbows and the poly. There's flexibility in that rather than having a fixed corner or a fixed tee. I'm not good at explaining. I'd have to draw that one. But just depends how you want the design or how you wanted to install it.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But to answer your question, yes, do it once all the soil's been dug out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And peg it down if you're paranoid about it moving. But just realise that if you peg something in the ground, those pegs will rust and bind with the soil. So I remember when I was on counter once, someone whinged that the pegs that they use rusted in the ground. And I'm like, yeah, that's what they're supposed to do so they don't move and the pipe doesn't move. And he goes, well, what if I want to move the pipe? I'm like, bad luck. It's fixed. Like you're gonna have to, I don't know, cut the pipe or cut the peg. I don't know. But yeah.
You know how I spoke about getting a hoe and digging up the clay with gypsum
yes.
and mixing.
Yes.
Unsure if I need to do that. I think I've got enough distance that I don't need to do that. If I was to do that and it was all kind of bunched up and stuff, that'd also be fine to then install the irrigation just on top of that, because I wouldn't remove that. It'd just obviously all be broken up.
As long as where the sprinklers are going to be and the pipe's low enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Cool. We've got 2 insties.
Beautiful.
My grasshole. We love your shit talk. Tell us about your favorite lawn type and why.
Santa Ana Cooch. It's so workable, doesn't thatch up as much. It is a bit more susceptible to diseases and some cooch mite, but like Santa Ana is Grange, Santa Ana is Kuyonga mixed with common cooch as well. Like it's just such a good grass variety. Adelaide Oval back in the day was Santa Ana. Like it's, for us in our climate, such a great grass variety. You know, obviously when we got the Tahoma, I don't think you were with us when we got the Tahoma 31. That has some good qualities to it. Does go very dormant in the winter. It goes white or brown. Establishment was really quick. Summer color was really good, but didn't really thatch up as much as I thought it would. You know, Tiff Tuff's also another reliable, good cooch variety. However, you know, we do find that it does thatch up a bit. And mainly because the way that it's bred, you know, it has increased chlorophyll production, and that's what lawn needs to grow. And if you have more of that, then you have more leaf and more rhizomes and more stolons. So, but yeah, Santa Ana is my favorite. My favorite grass variety.
Cool.
By a long shot. Easy to work with. Doesn't grow excessively. Has a bit of a soot when it gets a bit dry, but next bit of water comes back. So,
cool.
Yeah. The cricket pitches at Adelaide Oval -1 at Santa Ana. One of them's Legend Cooch.
My grasshole said, if I sent you a photo, could you tell me if I have common cooch or Santa Ana?
Oh, I could try. I could try my very hardest. I could really try. You can send it. I'll try my hardest.
Said thank you. I'm a big fan too.
But it wouldn't be financial advice.
Yeah.
Lee Cox, where are some more reputable places to get Santa Ana from in SA? Well, Lee, I got my Santa Ana just down the road. There's a Santa Ana turf farm just down the road here in Direct. I'm pretty sure it's still open. I'll get you the name for it. Yeah, otherwise I think Paul Munns and Hicks, they sell it as well. Is it SA? Oh. What? No way. Oh?
What?
It says permanently closed.
Oh.
It was called SA Turf. No. No. Surely not. No. Oh, that's sad. If that is true. Oh. That's sad. Yeah, Lee, I'm not sure if that place is open anymore. It's called SA Turf. Is where I got mine from, which is located, well, it was. Where is it? Mill Road, Waterloo Corner, which is just around the corner. Was it Mill Road? Water. go. Get up the old Google Mappies, see if I can find it. Yeah, there. There it is. Right there. Now, when was this photo taken? 2026. That's this year, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like there's still a turf farm there. Can I do what's here? All right, when was this photo taken? June 2024. Oh, goodness. Does not look good at all. Yeah, I don't know if it's still there, Dylan.
I'd say if you're struggling to find it or it's saying permanently closed, I'd say it's probably
Permanently closed?
it's probably permanently closed.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'd have that's
Is that how it works?
usually yeah.
I reckon. All right, let's. Can I zoom in? Oh, no, they blur out signs, don't they? Because that looks like it's it. Let's see more dates. All right, there's a photo here from July. Is that a crop or is that lawn? That's a crop. Okay. Yeah, look, it's not looking good. That sucks. Oh, hang on. What's this? Hang on. Oh, is that looks turfy. All right, let's have a look here. Oh, there it is. Okay, that photo was taken March 2024. That looks legitness. It might still be there. Oh no, I got to go home straight after work. Damn, I was going to go drive past it. Oh, I might have time. Yeah, look, the sign's there. SA Turf. Joe. I'm gonna drive past it. And I'm gonna go home. On the way home, I'm gonna drive past it.
Okie dokie.
Lee, I'm gonna drive past it. Sorry. Next question.
Next question is from Matt C2479. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Can vine moth caterpillars eat the roots of lawn?
I have no idea.
ChatGPT.
Nah. Google. Or Brave.
Gemini.
Brave or whatever this is. What was it? Vine moth?
Vine moth.
Caterpillar. Sounds like a Pokemon. I'm up to the I don't think so. They might eat leaves, but I'm not sure about. Yeah, they eat foliage or foliage, not root zones, according to Google. I'm up to the SS and Dylan in Fire Red.
Oh, yeah.
So at the moment, I'm training up my Charmeleon and my Pikachu. Pikachu, I forgot how bad. Well, I didn't actually. I'm naive. Pikachu is such a bad Pokemon in the first gen Pokemon. Well, this is technically Gen 3, but it's of Gen 1 Pokemon. Because the defense of Pikachu is ridiculous. So I need to buy some, I think it's iron. When I get to Victory Road, I need to buy some iron there at the mart to get plus 10, I think 5,000 Poké dollars for 10 defense status. So I think I need to buy a few. Because in the past, I've used Pokemon like Zapdos as my electric Pokemon, but I don't think that's, I don't know. I want to use Pokemon, not legendaries. So, and I don't want to use Jolteon. Well, I do want to use Jolteon, but I also don't. And I'm not going to use Vaporeon because I'm probably going to use Lapras. And I'm probably not, I'm not going to use Flareon because I'll have Charizard at that point. So maybe Eevee's null and void. Or I do get Jolteon. Don't know. Do you even know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Because he's like sort of gave me that look.
No.
Yeah. Don't know. Haven't settled on my team yet. But it's at the moment it'll be Charizard, and I might Actually, I might evolve Pikachu into Raichu because Raichu is a stronger Pokemon than Pikachu. So
Not as cool as Pikachu, though.
not as cool, no.
Matt C. I purchased bifenthrin from WaterPro and now applied to lawn and Acelepryn. I have noticed the odd black beetle dead outside of lawn, so clearly had grubs in lawn.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Black beetles are the adult forms of the grubs. And at this time of year in Adelaide, we did get a late bloom of grubs. So it might show, the bifenthrin would have killed the black beetle. That's what's got them. Them being in our lawn, the only risk that they pose is birthing or putting the larvae in or the eggs in the soil ready for the larvae to hatch. The black beetle themselves don't cause the actual damage. But, you've gotten rid of one cycle there, and the application of Acelepryn is then going to catch the grubs when they start again. So you've covered both cycles there, both ends of the cycle. So a bifenthrin is going to take out other things like ants, spiders, I think Slater bugs, earwigs. It might make the mole crickets turn their nose up and disappear, but you need fipronil for them to really get them. What else? Fleas, ticks, termites. Yeah, bifenthrin's a very broad spectrum use product. That's all you got. For ryegrass, does Lawnhub offer anything like nitrogen for an autumn blitz? Also, how soon after seeding can it be done? I mean, you've got all the granular fertilizers. They're still going to be able to take ryegrass. Ryegrass is going to be able to take that nutrients. You've also got three-way, which is 15% nitrogen. You've also got Money Shot, which is 16% nitrogen. So yeah, absolutely, Dave. You've got a few options there. And how soon after seeding can it be done? Once ryegrass is fast establishing, especially the Lawnhub ryegrass variety. Essentially, after a couple of mows, the ryegrass is established at that point to an extent, obviously, and yeah, you can really start feeding it then. Ryegrass is very hungry. We found that last winter, didn't we, Dylan? That the ryegrass was very, very hungry. It's just the way that it grows, the way that it behaves. So, we were finding that we probably had to do more frequent applications. But yeah, he's a hungry dog.
Max come back saying, I had noticed my SWB was spongy, and when I mowed one level lower, the lawn was yellow and dead. The lawn has come back and green again.
Yes, so the lawn in that state isn't actually dead. What's happened is the stolons have actually come up. So stolons is that white, brown, almost hay-like appearance. And what happens is over time, those will die. The lawn will rise, and that's what causes that sponginess, especially in buffalo. A good, lower cut, a nice little gentle dethatch to remove that material helps bring it back down, and it also helps remove a bit of the sponginess. But yeah, what you're seeing now is the new regrowth from those stolons.
Would have it been from grubs?
No, that all happens beneath the surface.
Brentmeister 17 had some disease in lawn, applied 2 apps of Tombstone. Should I apply a disease preventative for winter? If yes, what?
Tombstone has both curative and preventative measures or controls in it. So, if you've applied Tombstone recently, then that is going to be your preventative.
Cool.
Blocker 8, the mowing and Impala question I asked before, does waiting the 4 days apply to both foliar and root? Yeah, I would, just in case. You want to give it time. You don't want to disturb it too much, especially if the lawn is under a bit of stress as well. It's just probably easier, good it's probably just good to give it some, breathing space for a little bit. AWPAUST says Saka All Out 198. Victoria lost their first, 1 for 26. Nice. Yes. So, yes, I'm up to the SSN and killing it at the moment, Dylan. Doing it really well. So, I'm about to take on my rival and then take on Team Rocket. And then once you beat Team Rocket, you get the HM cut.
Very useful.
Yes, well, it's how you get to the next gym and to the next part of the map. So,
Need that bad boy.
yes.
Matt says, awesome. Thanks for the info. The low mo must have helped it.
Yes, absolutely. It just helps open it up a bit, move a bit of that material. So,
And Brent says, won't build resistance.
well, when was the last time? Sorry, when was the last time you used it? And I think on the Tombstone label it tells you how many applications you can do in a 12-month period. Let me have a look. Wow.
Crazy.
Tombstone Duo. Do not apply more than 2 consecutive sprays of Tombstone Duo unless mixed with a fungicide from group 14, 28, M2, M3, M4, or M5. Chevy Impala. 3 and 11. Oh, they're the same group, Tombstone and Impala. There you go. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm looking at something. Went to Label Avenue yesterday, Dylan, for seed labels. The Mercedes-Benz dealer was there. Like, they're on the side there. They're nice cars, aren't they? Expensive, though.
You want one, Jim?
Not sure. No, I can't afford a Mercedes-Benz. Interesting.
Do you want me to move on?
Well, keep asking. It's one of the things I want to learn more about is fungicides, because I mean we got Bumper, which is propiconazole. Yeah.
Brent Meister said the last app was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll be fine. Yep.
And Matt C says, is bifenthrin liquid better value than granule?
A million times. Liquid's always better value than granule every single day of the week. Like liquid acelepryn, liquid bifenthrin, liquid fipronil, liquid fertilizer, liquid wetting agent, liquid Panadol's probably cheaper than, I don't know, is there liquid adult Panadol? You know, for people that can't swallow. Yeah. Liquid in more cases than not is going to be cheaper. Or better value, sorry, not cheaper. That's the wrong word. Better value.
Yeah. Yep. Jack Tiller, hey guys, if I applied Trojan in January, should I follow it up with a premature application in April before winter?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Nice.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Nice.
Dylan,
here's a question for you. When was the last time you filled up with petrol?
2 days ago.
It's crazy, man.
$120 for a whole tank. I didn't do the old little increment fillings. I just kind of sent it. $120 full tank.
Far out.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
I was looking at it the other day. To fill my Land Cruiser would be $370 or something.
Yeah.
It's there's no fuel shortage, Dylan.
No, there's not. No, everyone's got fuel.
Yeah.
And
There's 300 and something servos across rural New South Wales area that ran out of fuel yesterday.
Yep.
Or something I saw on Facebook. So, yeah.
Yep.
It really, like...
Yeah, but let's just increase the fines that they'll never give out. That's going to fix the problem.
I'm sorry, but... No, I'm going to say that. Don't get me in trouble, so I'm not going to say it. Not on this podcast.
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
That's on the other podcast.
Yeah.
After Hours.
Yes.
Lawnhub After Hours.
It's, like... Yeah, I think once you've been exposed to a world for too long, you lose reality. You lose touch of basic reality or basic human understanding and livelihoods, and it's because Albo ain't it.
Albo ain't it.
He ain't it. And I'm not saying that any of the other parties would do the fuck surely got to be doing a better job than what he's currently focusing his energy on. His photo opportunities for his Facebook are a comedy skit.
And there's not a single positive comment on any of them.
No, and that's what I mean. Like, I think it's
like, who's it for?
Well, I think the 946 million billion trillion people that he's letting come to this country, and when you vote next, got to vote this one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I think it's important, and this is everyone's responsibility, that they learn how to vote before the next federal election. Learn how to properly vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you've always been a Labor voter because it's just what you do, then, maybe it's time to do some education and extend the brain a little bit and go, well, hang on a sec. I don't like what's happening. How can I make a difference? And people that say, oh, my vote doesn't matter, if you know how to vote properly and everyone knows how to vote properly, you'll make a difference. Your vote will make a difference, I think, anyway.
100%.
So, because, this ain't it.
No.
This is not the Australian way.
Matt C. Great to know, as I thought it will go a long way and now have plenty, even if needed on garden. Yeah,
I've 5-star I use around my house in spring as the perimeter spray to kill spiders, bugs and crap and all that sort of stuff as well. So, but I do strongly recommend go and get a spray suit, face shield, elbow length PVC gloves and gumboots when you spray your house.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen some horrendous videos of these licensed pest controllers spraying in shorts and a t-shirt and all the spray drifts going over. It's just silly.
Yeah.
It's just silly.
Is this even my handle? Welcome to the live.
Welcome.
I've asked just to email Jonesy some photos and context regarding a patch of new lawn I'm struggling with. Would love his thoughts, please.
Let's have a look. Jeepers. My first question. I didn't read the message. Here we go. Is there much shade there? Is it impacted by shade at all for a period of time? Yeah, that'd be my first question. What are you doing? You slacking? He's slacking, everyone.
I'm not slacking. I'm not slacking.
I'm not slacking.
I'm not fucking slacking.
Nah, it's not funny. I've got school.
I got fucking school.
Nah, I'm serious.
Fucking serious.
Hawks 2015.
Get
Jonesy.
about 5 hours of sun.
Jonesy, are you happy with the SA election results? Doug, currently we've got no immigrants at Lawnhub. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know if any of the other parties would be doing a better job right now, given what we're being faced. All I'm trying to say is surely there's people around these people that go, hey, man, probably wouldn't have put that on Facebook, man. Probably wouldn't have said that. Like, I don't know. I just think Australia deserves better than what we've currently had for the last probably 5 or 6 prime ministers, to be honest. Like, was it you and I that was talking about ScoMo? That, you know, when Australia was on fire, he went on holidays with his family. Like, I'm sorry. When you're the prime minister of this country, you're the prime minister for everyone. You don't get to take a break for those 4 years. Personally, I think you have the most important job in Australia. You don't. I'm sorry. You just don't have that time. You just don't get it. You sacrificed 4 years of your life to give to this country, and when Australia was literally on fire, you decided to flee. Not good enough. Not good enough. And call me old school or hard. I honestly don't care. That was disgusting. These posts that Albo's team are putting up of him standing at his desk like this, or the one the other day when he's on the phone, it's just stupid. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that Pauline can get us more petrol or the Libs will get us more petrol. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is surely someone in these offices go, you need to stop that, man, and you need to get on the phone and you need to fucking try and sort this crap out. Cut the fuel excise. Do something for the Australian people. All these promises that they said that they were going to do, you know. Like, I understand it's always a sliding scale and, like, things change. But, like, what Donald Trump does for the US, he puts the US first. He treats it like a business. Taxes up the mockery of places that, you know, if you want to be here, this is what you need to do. You know, these are the rules of engagement. And I feel Australia just bends over and, you know, the government gets more tax from beer than it does from exporting our gas. Gas that we can use here. You know, we're sitting on 750 million barrels of oil, but we want to be at net zero by 2050. So all I'm saying, that surely there's someone that's in the Albo office going, dude, that ain't it. Like, he spent nearly $1 billion on a vote when the result was already given before the vote, the voice to parliament or whatever it was. Nearly $1 billion of our taxpayer money. Stupid. Anyway, But Hawks 2015 says, Jonesy, are you happy with the SA election result? I'm not surprised that Mali won and, you know, shitted in the end, honestly. That doesn't surprise me. Again, Mali sort of runs South Australia a bit like a business, doesn't he? He does deals, he gets big events here. And I think we've spoken about it before. Like, I'm not an artsy person. I don't go to the Fringe, but I know how important that is to the people of that community, and how much revenue, how many names come here from all around the world. I think that it's great. Pauline doesn't say nil immigration. She doesn't say no immigration. She says limit skilled immigration. There's a difference. I don't think that we should be taking in every single person that wants to come here. I think there needs to be a criteria. And I actually read this this really good article from a migrant that came from, what country did they come from? They came from a country in 2003 to Australia, and everything that they had to do to get here, pretty much you had to show that, hey, like, yeah, I want to live in Australia, I want to contribute to Australia, I want to do this, I want to do that. And they've ran a successful business since, I think, 2005. But it took a long time for them to be approved. And then, like, he's got workers that work for him, and he was saying that he was saying that the prerequisites are supposed to be here now are so far more relaxed, and you know the just it's a different scale, and things always slide and change. I understand that, but again, I'm still going to stand by. Surely there's someone in that office saying, "Hey, man, like there's more important things like." Cracking down with the ACCC about fuel price gouging. Well, this goes back to when I was in the supermarket as well. When I was in the supermarket, we're bound by our suppliers, right? So we're the end product of the supermarket, right? That's where the consumer, the everyday person, buys their food, right? Majority of people, right? If my cost price from I don't know, Arnott's on shapes, as an example, goes from $1.50 a box to $5 a box, I now need to sell shapes at $8.50 a box. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Right? But then the supermarket gets crucified for price gouging. When it's the supplier, the same thing's happening with the fuel, right? Demand goes up. You want it? You want it? You're going to have to pay for it, right? So at the moment, now the servos are getting crucified. But it's not the they got to make money. They can't run at a loss, otherwise there'll be no servos, right? So, yeah, Do you think she would take a skilled Muslim? She said before she doesn't hate Muslims. She makes really strong points around if you want to live in Australia, then pushing your ideology on the Australian people is not the way to do it. Just as we wouldn't go to their country and say, what are you wearing that for? But that's a separate issue, and that's not what I'm talking about here. Specifically Muslim people. That's not what I'm talking about. I've got no problem with anyone coming here. But if you're going to come here and you want to make a life here, then you got to contribute. I think that's just fair, right? So, it's a tough one, and politics is one of those ones where not everyone's going to agree, and no matter who runs the country, not everyone's going to be happy. But like I said, I think surely there's someone in that office right now, and I know I'm going to say it again, telling him, bro, stop posting photos of you pretending to have a phone call with someone. Just do what you say you're going to do and sort out the Australian people and help us. Like, that's all I'm saying. But, yeah.
Even my handle says, haven't heard a Jonesy rant like this since the Pakistan T20 series.
Oh, don't get me started on that. That was terrible. We were shit. I wouldn't say I was ranting then as such. I was just, I was just, it's just tough because not everyone's going to agree on politics. That's all. At the end of the day, we're a lawn podcast as well. So, but yeah, and Doug, I agree. They're all shit, 100%. They're all going to have their qualities and they're all going to have their bad points. But, surely someone in that office is going, all right, come on, mate. Let's just get back to reality here and help the Australian people. Good, yeah, and good luck to hospitals. That's that point there, Doug, as well. That can be viewed in two separate ways too, because when I worked at Salisbury North Drake's, the barber next door, he was from Afghanistan, and his family came over. Would it be about 2000? It was before COVID because he started his barber, and he had two staff members. One was his brother, and one was another Afghanistan migrant. And his young brother, they had to take him to the women's and children. And he said there were so many people there that night in particular. Majority of them were there for, non-emergency reasons, so what I'm trying to say is if you don't have as many people in the country, then that also relieves things like the hospitals, relieves things like supply and demand of fuel, for example. There's, unfortunately, and we've spoken about this before, haven't we, Dylan? But the infrastructure here in Adelaide specifically, it's not designed to keep. It wasn't designed to help maintain or keep up with the current demand of people coming into the country. So, if you drive half an hour north of the city, which is where we are, there's housing estates going up everywhere, which is great, but we don't have the roads, we don't have the facilities, we just don't have all the infrastructure out here at the moment to support the hundreds of thousands of homes that are going up over the next few years. There needs to be serious road upgrades. Like Curtis Road is a pigsty. They just dug that up and redid the water lines. They should have made it double lane when they redid it 10 years ago. Like, they didn't plan for that. So now that's going to be further delays, further issues. Yeah. But that's in my bubble. That's where I live. I can't speak for the other states. I've got absolutely no idea. But, yeah. I don't know. I'll stand by that not everyone's going to agree on politics, but yeah, it really annoys me when I leave work at 4 o'clock and the roundabout down the road is packed for 20, 25 minutes because our infrastructure isn't able to handle, the 4 o'clock rush of people going home in the north. Like, yeah. Doug says in hospital now, 1 Aussie nurse, 9 foreign. I mean, there's people that work here that you could argue that are foreign, but their whole family was born here and lived here their whole life, and they're not foreign. But I know what you're saying. Yeah. I think the other thing as well is that there's also there's a lot of hardworking people in this country, but there's also a lot of non-hardworking people that are happy to live week to week on. And I definitely saw that in the supermarket, which Salisbury North is just 5 minutes that behind us here, which is where I finished my time in the supermarket. And that was a very much like week to week. You saw it, Wednesday or Thursday, whenever the payments came in, they were there. They were buying their food for the next fortnight, and it's very eye opening. But yeah, anyway, I don't know how we got here, but it's that's a subject that not everyone's going to agree on. But back to Hawks 2015, I'm not surprised by the results. I thought Labor was going to be a shoe-in here, and yeah, he was. Mally, so he's a Lawnhub purchaser as well. He likes his Lawnhub product, likes his lawn, likes his footy, likes his sport. It's obviously no secret that he likes his sport. The Libs were never a chance here. They've been in complete disarray since Labor took over from them last election. One Nation, I think is tipped to maybe they've got one confirmed seat. They're in the running for another 3, so that could be 4 seats for One Nation, which, you look at the preference voting and they're up massive percentages, and the Libs are down. The Greens, I think, stayed the same. The Indies are up a bit as well. It's probably the first time I've ever really taken a look and understanding it. So it was a very interesting election, but the results don't shock me at all. No, agree. That's why I agree. Every single country needs immigration. But I think it needs to, just like everything, even with lawn, everything in moderation. You can't go too far one way and you can't go too far the other way. It has to be in the middle, in moderation. Trancy Goodness says, "Hi, lads. What can we expect on the April sale? Will soil tests be in there? Wink, wink." Yes, they will be, Trancy. So I'm assuming it's store-wide, excluding agency products.
Yeah, just as any other sale. So if you've experienced that before, same rules.
Yep. So No, I still love you too, Doug. It's all good, mate. I think when discussing topics like this, it's important to hear what the other person's saying, which I've read and listened. I just don't like it when you talk to someone and everything you say in their opinion's wrong. It's not wrong. It's just a disagreement. That's all it is. And I think it's important in this situation that I think everyone should be able to at least express their opinions, but then also be on the other end and listen to the other person's opinions. I think that's important. You can't go too far one way or the other. Otherwise, you start hearing words like you're too far left or too far right. You need to have everything in moderation.
Isa Stephen Mahan just said, speaking of lawn podcast, can we get back to my email for a minute? Do you think it's fungus?
I think it may be shade related, and it's not getting enough sun at this time of year. And given that the sun has shifted, and given the amount of rain, so yes, it could have been heightened on disease, and then now shade, and it's unable to recover itself. It doesn't have enough energy to recover. So in that case, it does look diseasy, but it also looks like shade as well. So if you've got a fungicide, it's definitely not going to hurt. But given the time of the year, it might not be fully recovered going into winter. Is what we're looking at. So sorry about that, sir or madam. Is this even my handle? Yeah, that looks okay, Dylan, I guess. Let me read the text.
Yeah, it's the text that I want you just to, that it's fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's relatable.
Yep, cool. Thank you.
Cool. Well, it's 4:00, ladies and gentlemen. We've gone down the biggest of rabbit holes. Yeah, it's been fun. If anyone's got any last minute questions, bottom of the ninth questions, it's a baseball reference. If Clint was here, he'd be proud of me. Likes his baseball. Thomas Jackson says, happy Friday, lads. Bit cooler today in SA. Yes, that's why I got the vest on. Is the only major difference between Barricade and Onset GR just the method of application? Absolutely. So Onset is granulated prodiamine and Barricade is liquid prodiamine. So I have used both in the past. My only comment about Onset GR, and it might have just been the conditions I was in, I found it ran out just a little bit earlier than liquid prodiamine. Again, that could have just been my conditions specifically or when I applied it. But definitely a great product. A much more longer lasting granular pre-emergent than other granular pre-emergents that include things like oxadiazone. I think that's how you say it. Whereas they last around the 12-week mark traditionally, whereas Onset can last up to 6 months. I found that it came out just a bit earlier than that in my situation and in my findings. So, yeah. And it's great because not everyone has a sprayer. Some people don't like spraying. Some people find the calibration method daunting for liquid, whereas granular, it's a lot easier. It's a lot quicker. You don't have to spend time. You don't have to spend a long time, cleaning the sprayer and all that sort of stuff. Lee Cox says, you're a good bloke, Jonesy. Keep up the good work. And thanks for your tips and ideas. No worries. I might have to, maybe in winter, Dylan, I'll bring in a segment to the podcast. I don't know, maybe like home experiments or things to try over winter or things to try, like tinker with. I don't know. I have to think about it.
Project yourself and you can like update every week how it's going.
You know, I bought a cactus from IKEA and I put it in my office and the cactus was growing, right? And I don't know if it was the cleaner that knocked the cactus over or it was me. I moved my book or something. But all the roots of the cactus is gone, but the cactus is still growing. And it's not dead.
They're pretty strong.
Like, bruh.
Bruh.
Which I thought was interesting. But yeah. Any more Instas? Well, that's it.
Just Matt C saying well spoken as good to hear both sides of the story and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you. There's depending who you speak to, there's always three sides of the story. The like person A, person B, and then the truth.
On that note,
yeah, because perception of things is crazy, and the brain, especially during events like car crashes, for example. So like, when I was at the supermarket, we had a kid on a scooter at the traffic lights get hit by a car, and like the person, one of the witnesses swore the car was silver. Like, no, it was a silver so and so, and our camera was actually on the intersection just by chance, and it was black. And this person like, nah, and like police showed her the footage, and she's like, I swear it was silver. Like, you know, it's just perception is just a huge thing, you know. But yeah, that was one of those videos you see on Instagram. The kid's leg snapped.
Oh, nice.
And it went back into it was pretty bad.
Gnarly.
You see a lot work in a supermarket. It's especially at Salisbury North.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, that's going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. Yeah, got a bit serious there, but there was no lawn questions being asked.
Hey, it held us to 4. It got us there.
Yeah, I think it's important in life, not just politics, but I think it's important in life to view both sides of the people speaking. And when I was in my bad times, I'd only be confined to my own thoughts and ideas. I never even listened. During that time, I learned how to listen, and it gave me a great perspective, and it actually gave me the ability, with hard work, to try and understand from their point of view or in their shoes. And actually, to be honest, whilst I still get angry, because everyone gets angry, I find myself getting far less angrier at situations. I can a lot more level-headed. I'm not quick to not judge, but like quick to comment or quick to have an opinion. It's, you know, and that's a skill, and it's something that I've had to work really hard for. And that conversation then previously, I just would have got really angry and just said, you know, well, no, this, but I have this, it's a self sort of like, I believe I have the ability to be able to, you know, go, okay, let's have a look, read it, not get angry, and provide a response. So, and that's helped me through life, especially over the past about 5 or 6 years, to be honest. So, I think we're already living in a world where most people are quick to comment or say things, especially with the faceless things of social media. And I was sick of being angry all the time, Dylan. So, and that was a mechanism or a tool for me that helped me stop being so angry and upset and everything. So, just listening to people and not quick to judge or quick to comment. It's hard. Took me a long time. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. I don't have to worry about the footy because Crows played last night. So I'm going to have a relaxing weekend.
Beautiful.
Might play the Switch, do some yard work, and enjoy my couple of days off before a short week next week. So thank you, Dylan.
Nice.
Drove the getaway car long.
Yeah, it wasn't playing off the thing before, so I'm worried it's not going to do it.
He's saying I drove the getaway car.
There we go. No, go on, get going.
But I'm legally blind.
I can see.
I can see barely.
Barely.
Goodness.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, goodbye, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Or Wednesday.
Or Wednesday.
Yeah, we need to decide that. Because Wednesday we can do the giveaway for the mower as well.
Okay, so maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. And then hype for the sale too.
Yes. It just depend on, well, I mean, we can do it, but just depend on availability.
Yeah. We'll work it out.
We'll work it out. We'll let you know.
Yeah. Check the socials.
And anyway, in one way, shape, or we will see you next week. Goodbye.